So I got to the Netherlands, I stayed there for 3 months, and it was a really great time, also because of the long distance relationship. We'd not spent that much time together, so it was a bit of a test around that. I think what's interesting I heard about COVID, and maybe people listening will relate to this, that if something was a problem before, it would be more of a problem. So if you're concerned about money, you'd be more concerned about money. If the relationship wasn't great, the relationship would be more not great. And all of those kind of things. And I really feel like that's, a reflection that I've seen friends and family and what's been going on. And for me, that things were great and the relationship was good and stable, and I think it really elevated that kind of as a special time together. So I was there for 3 months. I still stayed away from the UK. My family then were in France. I went to visit them, went to Greece. I was avoiding being back in the UK until my next doctor. All my doctor appointments had been cancelled and just moved on. And again, if anything was concerning, but for now then I'd been quite stable. And one of the things that I did though in the Netherlands that I thought was really powerful, one of those powerful kind of programs that I've done personally on myself, is something called Lifebook. Lifebook was about taking an approach, and often in life we look at goals and we go, what's the goal? So I want to be fit and healthy, and then you go, okay, what's the strategy to do that? And I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to run, I'm going to go to the gym, I'll get a personal trainer, whatever. But the challenge is we often don't think about what our beliefs are and why it's important. And often, if you actually acknowledge what your beliefs are and also confirm to yourself why it's important, then the chances of achieving the outcome are going to be far higher. And also you're going to be far less likely to fall off the bandwagon, because if you've got that inherent belief about it and there's a reason why behind it, then it's much stronger. So to give you an example, the doctors, which is again kind of a negative thing to say to me, is like, there's nothing that you can do to help your heart condition. It is what it is, what will happen. You've got to think, surely eating healthily, sleeping well, doing things from a health and fitness perspective. I just remember feeling quite disempowered when I was first diagnosed. Doing the program actually helped me, because one of the things it said is, if you believe, so the guy John who runs the program, it's his wife, John and Missy Butcher. It's the essence about what I'm sharing, which I think is really powerful. If he believes he's going to live to be 100 years old, then are you going to make different decisions about what you eat, what you do, how you're going to be? And also, to be living to 100 years old, not being on a Zimmer frame for the last 20 years of your life, like living actively and feeling like fit and healthy in your body. It reframed things for me, thinking, I believe, didn't say 100, but say I believe I'm going to live till I'm 80. That belief in itself is a huge shift from me being told I've got a heart condition, I'm going to have a heart transplant. And we're not just saying thinking positive is just going to like replace and everything's going to be fine. But if I've got a belief that I'm going to be 80, and then it transcends to going, okay, if I'm going to be that age and I'm going to be in this way and I'm going to be as healthy as I can, if I need a transplant, then that's only going to help me, because going into it, then I'll be as fit and healthy as possible to come out. And if I come out of the transplant, then I'm going to recover as quickly as I can. So the logic makes sense that if I reframe what I believe, then so the vision, how I'm going to be and why it's important to me to be as fit and healthy as possible, irrelevant of the outcome. And so I made a decision literally from one day to the next. I'm going to do yoga every other day, and I'm going to go for a walk at least half an hour every day. It was just from one day to the next, this shift, and I started doing it. What was interesting, it looked at 12 areas of your life. So it looked at family, friends, social, your health and fitness, financial health, your work, and it got you to define, again, the beliefs, the vision, the why it's important, and then what are you going to do about it. And it took each one of those in turn and just said, look, just take on one thing from each section so you don't get overwhelmed, and start applying it. And it was this amazing space again that I had over the summer, and great to embrace this. And I could see just this transformation from a fitness perspective and mentally and everything that I was doing. I remember then after I set that up, when I went to France, I was swimming then every day, and I was doing 50 lengths a day in a kind of a smallish pool. But the feeling of that and building up to that and doing it, I just felt so good. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the British Heart Foundation, Cardiomyopathy UK and Save 9 Lives for more information. Why not comment on the video, tell me what you think or ask a question, and subscribe to the channel to continue to follow my journey.